All right, there we go. Had the mic on mute. Apologize for that. All right, so hello and welcome. Yeah. Huh? I've got the last one going right now. It's got to be by 9 though.
Yeah.
Let me double check it though. But yeah, welcome back, everybody. Just checking up on a few things here. That didn't work. All right. Welcome, Scott. If anybody goes through Streamlabs like I am and runs into a problem like I did before the stream started, and none of the internal video, like what you guys see and that I push out, like none of that was showing. Couldn't figure out why. And then I hit the maximize, window button that doesn't change like a regular Windows based one, and it flickered a little bit. I don't know if it was trying to maximize or going back to a window, but either way, every time I push it and it would like jiggle, all of a sudden all my video feed would come back. And if I pushed it again and it did whatever other wiggle, I guess that would be the maximize instead of the window, but all my video feed would disappear again. So I thought something was broke and I wasn't going to be able to stream tonight. So yeah. Oh, fun times. But yeah, I was going to show you guys. So, get the trash out of the way. I bought a new shop light. It's a 4 foot, I don't even know if I can get the whole thing. There you go. 4 foot shop light from Harbor Freight. And yeah, I wasn't expecting this thing to be as bright as it is. It said 5,000 lumens. I guess I don't really know how bright a lumen would be, but I'll show you guys because it took me by surprise. We got so many things going on here at the desk anyway, but I got to figure out how I'm going to mount it, because this wood bench where I'm going to put it is just doesn't really have any space to do it. All right, so that's still charging. This one. All right. Okay, everybody ready? So I'm angling it down a little bit so that it won't be like super bright, but yeah. See, it's like whitewashing the video feed. But yeah, I think that it'd be sufficiently bright enough for me to work here and see everything. I honestly can't believe like how bright it is. And if I move it, you can see it definitely lights up everything. So maybe y'all can help me figure out a good way to mount it, because really the only thing that they gave me factory wise to mount are these little S hooks and some chain. Really weak chain, you can bend it by hand, but it connects on just this one little, it's not even on the right angle for you to see. It connects right there on this one little eyelet, and it's got, a weird profile. I can't get the plastic cap off because my other thought was to just drill, like take this piece out and just drill right through it and then put the cap back on, but I can't get the cap off and I don't want to break it. But for only 20 bucks, I think Harbor Freight's, they still got them on sale for the rest of the month at about 20 bucks. So yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, when you're going in just this little tiny area and all you have is this one normal bulb, because the rest of the light is all the way on the other side of the bedroom, you know. I mean, I wanted the workbench to have its own light, and now it's definitely got its own light. So, you know. Okay, my Autobot is working. Good deal. You know, hold on. I don't really like how small this text is for the chat. Hold on a second. We're gonna have video feed go away for a sec. Where is... There it is, chat box. We will... There we go. That should work. Let's go back to max. There we go. All right, that's a bit better. Bigger chat. Okay. Hey, welcome, Rise. So yeah, my there it is. So I was printing a extruder mount block for the here we go, Palette Plus scroll wheel that goes on the Palette Plus, and I kind of had to honestly design my own, because the one that was included for the CR10, which is a lot like the E10 that I've got, the motor mounts for whatever reason, the part that would slide onto the motor, and then that one goes like forward to clip onto the front. It's not the right dimensions, and it's too far out, and it's like a couple different things. So I went to print this so it'd be a lot like my motor mounts, that just the friction on the motor itself was enough to like fully secure it. But as you can see, I broke the corner while moving from the old apartment here, and then I just haven't gotten around to print it. So we're going to try to reprint tonight. But now that I'm finally understanding like how this goes, so you put it on backwards, and it lines up so that the cable will let it slide in, and then it can kind of twist lock itself in. But it would sit as you're looking at the printer like this. The motor, it'll come from behind it, so that you're looking. I can get the dimensions right. All right, so front of the screen and the printer, you know, like how you're looking at me, right? So I'm the printer, and then on the extruder, this would sit right onto and then I'd have the small tube, and then the in feed that goes with the magnetic little sensor piece to the unit. So I've got to reprint this just a hair smaller because it was too big and it kind of flopped around a bit. And then I also want to print, now that I've got where I'm going to put it, well, a better idea of where I'm going to put it. Ugh. Golly. I'm going to print with, they've got a triangle based stand that hold this weight so it sits at an angle, and I'm going to put it basically all the way behind this printer, but in that between these two board openings, and that way it'll feed right and curve in right, because the E10 is this printer right here at the very edge of the frame, and that way it'll kind of loop and feed right in. Because I've tried on the top, and it doesn't make a good filament path, unless you guys can help me think of something else, because the in-feed tube, this long one with the magnet on it, it's got to be able to flex. And if I put it you know, on the machine, say I even mount it upside down or whatever, this flexing, if I try to do at the top, is just hard. I would put it on a bigger printer. What bigger printer? I mean, the only other one is the Tronxy, but then I would still have to try to find a way to mount it. Just waiting for pages to load. Oh, sorry. I guess 5,000 should be good for the full. Oh yeah. Okay. About the printer. Funny looking printer. Which one? Which is the funny looking printer? Hey, Rover. Well, what pages are you waiting for load? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I could put it on the big Delta, but I mean, the extruder motor. Give me a finger. It's right there. So then I still have. I mean, it's almost required to be